So sadly we lost a day. Our bride and groom came out this afternoon to discuss options on how we're going to set up their wedding. And their wedding's on Friday, not Saturday. So I'm going to have to close these holes up, move my bus out of the barn, and put it over in storage until December. So I feel like working on it out here in the sun is going to be just a little more enjoyable. I'll be able to see better. I'll be able to stand up on top of it if I need to. I mean, I can stand up on it in the barn. I got a lot of work to do. So let's get started. I don't know if it's apropos for it to be this dadgum windy on the day I'm working on the bus, since it was wind that tried to kill her, but I had to get scaffolding out because that wind is blowing. Wow, that's crazy. So this is going to end up being a pretty major repair. I mean, it's spider webs way over there, all up there. I mean, I know that's just gel coat cracked, and I may go with it, but we'll see once we start sanding. And then I've got to come down here and patch this hole with some foam, shave it off. You see the steel, where this is the steel beam right here that caught the tree, kept it from coming down. Man, it's windy. So we're just gonna do what I always do and get started. So I started the sanding process. That was pretty much the first sheet. The dogs don't know who I am. I have a respirator on. Alright, so I'm two sheets in now. I'll almost be 3 sheets to the wind. Okay, I'll probably cut that out. So this is all fiberglass with a covering of gel coat over the top. The gel coat is definitely, and the fiberglass is spider webbed all the way over here. It looks like what happened is when the tree fell on it, let me see if I can get further over without falling off of this thing, killing myself. So when the tree fell on it, it hit this bar here, this steel bar, which caused the majority of the weight to hit here. So this is very soft right here, and it basically just creased this whole thing down and then popped back into shape. That's what I'm thinking happened. Alright, so I'm back from town. I sourced me up a piece of plywood here, as you can see, and this is going to be the new decking on the roof. I'm going to find the old piece I've got in here. I'm going to trace me a pattern on it, get it cut, and then start fiberglassing on the roof. I'm going to practice on the roof because nobody can see it up there. Alright, so I've cut my wood. I'm going to take it up on top and see if it fits in that hole. I hope. Fits perfectly back along that edge. It's a little bit too long down here, and a little bit too long down here. By like, I mean, it's so close. We've got some.
I parked in the middle of your driveway today because I didn't want my car in my pictures.
I think today is our last gorgeous day for a few. So today's the day I'm going to try to get this bus watertight. I'm going to give it a shot. Lots of this. Oh my goodness. So I'm about to climb down off of this thing for the 30th time. I'm so close on that board. I'm so close on that board. Alright, so I need to shave a little bit more off. Sand around these edges. That screw is not long enough. That sucks. There it just stripped, that's all. There it goes. All right, that's where we've made it to on that. I've got a board in. I've got protection of it on it here now. Now all I gotta do is glass it in. Alright, so I've decided to reuse this panel just because it's the exact right size. Probably shouldn't, but that's what I do. I do stuff I probably shouldn't. So that's basically gonna sit there. I will repair this spot and then fiberglass the corner, the edges in. Bob's your uncle. Call it good. Look how well that fits. Like a glove. So, finish sanding it down. Get it ready to go. Good morning, everyone. Day 973 of working on the bus. Back up here on top. I'm gonna glass all this in hopefully today and move on to some of the smaller holes. Let's start with the biggest one first, because why not? All right, so it's time to get started. Here we go. Oh, come on. Hopefully that was the last trip down and back up again. Hopefully. See if I can locate my paintbrushes up here. I don't see them. All right, so I've been sanding on this thing for the better part of 14 days. I'm just kidding. It's only been, I think, 3 days, but it sure feels like 14. My hands tingle constantly using that dead gum sander. So I'm wiping the whole thing down with acetone. Don't forget, I have no idea what I'm doing. This is all just, if I could afford to pay somebody to do this, I totally would. But the fact of the matter is, I've got an old beater bus that took an oak tree with no insurance. So if you don't want to be like me, get you some full coverage insurance and pay that every month. But if you're like me and self-employed and not a large disposable income of any sort, not a disposable income of any kind at this point, but COVID is wreaking havoc on everything. So I'm basically just going to give this a shot and see what happens. I mean, it can't be any worse than it currently is, right? Currently I've got a gaping 4 square foot hole in the roof of my bus. So it definitely can't be any worse. That's what we're working with. I'm gonna do this area first and then go to the outside edges. So here we go. So here's where we're at. My hands are covered with fiberglass. This is all pretty cured now. Got a nice first coat on there. I started sealing in around the outside edge. Made it to that corner, but that's now hardening and becoming part of the roof. All right, so got about half of it done. I gotta take a break. My legs are killing me. Back up here on the roof. This is all cured. It's hard. That is so delightful. So now I'm gonna do that, and that. All right, so I was able to get it all leveled out, and I was able to get it all the way around. So now we're gonna let that harden and cure, and then I'll be able to put a couple more 3 coats on it if I want to, without having to worry about it getting all unlevel, because this side was a little unlevel. So the bucket with the drill on it weighs it down a little bit, makes it level and flush. Got this piece of 1-inch plate right here because this back corner was real bad. It's holding that down pretty good, I hope. And then the drill kind of just lightly holding the front right here. Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. I'm pretty happy with it. So I got the big hole completed up on top, not the one in the front. That's a whole nother project. That was a lot more than I thought it was gonna be. It wasn't difficult, but it's just a lot. It's sticky and it's messy. So I'm gonna go in and eat some dinner. I'm gonna come back out here. I gotta cover up some holes because rain tomorrow. So plasticed up the holes and get ready for the rain. Maybe it'll pass through quick and I can get back on it. I think I can knock it out this week if I can get some good weather. Good luck.